While the country and indeed the world battles the COVID-19 pandemic, South Africa is grappling with the harsh realities of gender-based violence perpetrated mostly against vulnerable groups, women and children. In one of his recent addresses to the nation, President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa called it the second pandemic, declaring crimes against women a national crisis and saying that they must be prioritized with the agency and integrity they deserve.
According to the police, violent crime, especially murders and attempted murders, have increased since Alert Level 3 took effect on the 1st of June. Cases of abuse of women and children have also increased dramatically. Several international and domestic studies show clear linkages between alcohol abuse and gender-based violence. Of course, it is not alcohol that rapes or kills a woman or a child. Rather, it is the actions of the men of our country.
A woman is killed every 3 hours in South Africa, and this has just become a statistical new norm. Karabo Mokoena, Uyinene Mkhwejana, Lee Jegers, Precious Ramabulana, an 8-month pregnant Tshegofatso Pule, and recently Evelyn de Kock from Esteras outside Pretoria, and many others who never make the evening news. The list is endless. The South African police has identified the need to establish platforms upon which the social needs of members of the service, their families, and communities at large can be addressed and attended to. These platforms are aimed at, amongst other things, strengthening the relationship between the SAPS and the communities by providing social support and continuous partnership between the SAPS and the communities. It is for this reason that the gender structures, namely Women's Network and Men for Change, were established. The head office Women's Network and Men for Change has watched with dismay the alarming and terrifying number of femicides in the country and has created spaces and platforms to support victims of crime and continues to stand firmly against these acts of patriarchy and toxic masculinity, which they see as the root cause of all these despicable cultures of paging women and children. Recently, the SAPS structures visited Orange Farm, where a little girl was found murdered and her body disposed of in the field 6 kilometers away from home.
Community members must come up. The challenges are what was cited by General Musikidi to say you find a situation where people will have witnessed incidents, but then they are reluctant to come forth and share this information with the police. Hence, we are saying we need each and everyone in the community members to come up as willing witnesses to talk to us. We will obviously treat the information with confidentiality.
A week later, 42-year-old Evelyn de Kock was brutally murdered, allegedly by her boyfriend in Esteras outside Pretoria. Again, the Women's Network and Men for Change team, accompanied by the station commander of Esteras police station, paid a courtesy visit to encourage the victim's family and hand over groceries to the visibly grieving family.
But as the SAPS family, we have a social responsibility to partner with the community. Hence, we are here today to say, let's go there and support that family. Because gender-based violence, we can never stop talking about it. As we are sitting here, some woman somewhere is being killed.
The traumatized family shared their stories and memories of Evelyn, days leading up to her untimely death, allegedly at the hands of the one person who was meant to protect her, her boyfriend. As the family shared their stories, one thing was clear: all the signs were there. Facing reality, these perpetrators live and walk amongst us. They are our fathers, brothers, sons, husbands, and our partners.
If you see sparks, be quick and make haste. The police station is just here. You have cell phones, you have everything. Why wait until someone is dead? Why should we now come and march and say, hey, stop the killings, while we see these things that are happening right in front of us?
The SAPS will do its bit to fight the scourge of gender-based violence and calls on all members to handle all such cases with sensitivity and care. The National Commissioner has directed that all cases must be registered and victims treated with respect in private, victim-friendly facilities available at all police stations. Members of the SAPS are implored to never turn anyone away who arrives at the CSC to report any gender-based violence case.